guys ready?
Yes.
Yep. Had a good breakfast? Got your exercise in? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to leave it to you. Have fun out there.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. We are absolutely delighted to be here, aren't we, Mario? How are you feeling?
Actually, I'm feeling a bit grumpy. I don't know about most of you guys, but I had trouble getting my suit on this morning, so trouble of lockdown, unfortunately. Other than that, I'm excited to show you what we have today.
Okay, on that awkward note, didn't think he was going to say that, but thank you all for joining us. So I have the pleasure of, I think, working with many of you already in this room in some capacity or another in the past. And today I'm here, first of all, by the way, my name is Liseth Lopez, Head of Customer Success for EMEA. But today we're here to show you a demo which I'm particularly excited about because my role is that making sure that our customers, and in particular our end users, are getting the most value out of Symphony. And so it's therefore incredibly fitting to be here with you all live, finally, today to show you this demo, because it's this specific omni-channel workflow that our clients and our users have been asking for a really long time, isn't it, Mario? So we think that there are many tools out there that work remarkably well already in individual kind of capacities. However, we'd like them to all live together. But we recognize that maybe that's a little bit asking for too much or perhaps unrealistic to ask for them to coexist. Although sometimes we think about it, don't we, Mary? And we think, actually, we want to challenge that. And perhaps we are the tool. Perhaps we are the only compliant omni-channel workflow tool out there that allows you to do this. So without further ado, Mario, should we show them how?
Definitely. Thank you, Liz. So hi, everyone. I'm Mario Orphanou, Senior Director of Product Management for Federation, Community and Directory Products. So taking my cue from Mike earlier on, we've been working hard on converting Symphony Energy into signal velocity. So we've been harmonizing information across multiple streams, removing friction in our products, and building our community. So today we're going to show you a bit of a day in the life of a couple of buy-side users played by Liz and I. Everything you see here is live, as Mike said, so we've made various sacrifices to the demo gods. So please make some more sacrifices that, we're sure that everything's going to work. So to facilitate this demo, we also have the help of our glamorous assistants. So we've got Mark and Kausar at the back of the room, waving themselves there. So they're going to be tapping away on our keyboards. So we did try to get them to wear hats, but they declined. So anyway, let's start with my screen. I will be playing the role of the portfolio manager, and I've just got them some market-moving news. So anytime this happens, I really need to connect with the right contacts in the right place with as little friction as possible. So let's see what that news alert is. So it looks like my market news signal has been triggered in the bottom left of my screen. So let's click on that to see what's going on. So this was actually provided by Hammerstone Markets. So they provide the latest breaking, real-time curated and filtered stock market news and analysis. So they're one of the best feeds out there, but don't take my word for it. The Hammerstone team is actually here today. So I think Gavin, put your hand up. There he is. Thanks, Gavin. So if you're interested in finding out more about Hammerstone Markets, please head to our booth and they'll put you in touch. So it looks like there's an update around Tesla that could have a much wider impact. So this is definitely something we should inform our clients of. So as we get more detail, we want to get more details from our research and trading counterparts. So let's forward that headline to my renewables team and type a short message just to make sure we grab their attention, because we really want to discuss this as a group. And there we go. Thanks, Mark. So something interesting I'd really like to draw your attention to, which is in the top right of the screen, is our Cloud9 button. So when we click on it, I'm able to open up an instant voice intercom channel with my team. So I can now yell at my team, because I am grumpy today, because I couldn't fit in my suit. So directly from this room, using Cloud9, we can come up with a game plan for client outreach. So for those of you who don't know, Cloud9 is our instant voice trading communication platform that's now part of Symphony. Anyway, let's intercom. I'm not sure that's actually a verb, but let's run with it anyway. Hey team, take a look at the headline I just published. I'm reaching out to our sell-side research coverage to get their take.
Hey Mario, just seen that. I'll reach out to the investors.
Great, thanks Mark. Let's track everything and sync up later.
Wow, Mario, you made it look so easy to launch that live intercom with your team in real time. But what else can we show the team about the Cloud9 integration today?
Well, for the Marvel fans out there, in this multiverse, this workflow was taken from the perspective of someone who lives mainly in the chat universe. However, this workflow could equally be triggered by someone who lives mainly in the voice universe. So back in November, we showcased Cloud9's instant voice capabilities, and I'm super happy to show you the Cloud9 access in Symphony via the microphone icon up there on the top left. So let's click on it. So this is where I can view, edit, and enable calls directly inside Symphony. For instance, I could click, okay. It is very impressive. So here I could actually click on this group broadcast at the top left of the screen. So this is really interesting. This allows me to send a message to all these different channels in a broadcast way. So rather than have to pick up the phone to 10 different people, I just do it once and I blast my communication out. Very similar to a blast message in Symphony. So we've shown you our Cloud9 software solution, but we also have physical devices which can replace existing voice trader hardware. So you can check that out at our booth, which is in the top left-hand corner of the room. So anyway, let's jump back to my Marvel chat universe, which is really where I live, and continue where we left off. So now we've got clear actions, we can start reaching out. So let's start with StreetLinx. I want to ensure that I reach out to the organizations that are going to provide me with the relevant information that I need. So as you may remember, we showcased StreetLinx at Innovate in New York. And it's a service where firms can share directories in a normalized format to help users identify and connect with their counterparts. So what does that mean? So as an example, as a sell-side firm, I could share my coverage team contact details for my most important customers, and vice versa. So if I hover over that tag in the message, you can see there, just hovering there, I can open up StreetLinx directly from that link. So that single signs me on into StreetLinx, and I get a one-click view of all the analysts that are covering Tesla in this particular case. Now, there's one particular analyst, Mary Solomon, who is one of the most kind of highly regarded analysts in this sector, who I want to talk to. Now, in this profile card, I also see her specialities, contact details, and more importantly, that she is on Symphony. So I can click on that button to start a direct chat with Mary. So while I chat with Mary, let's switch back to Liz and her screen.
Thanks, Mario. So remember, we're both on the buy side. However, I'm playing the role of a salesperson, and therefore my responsibility is really to manage our relationships with our investor community. I don't know about anybody in the room that's client-facing, but I want to make sure that I reach my customers through their preferred channel of choice. And on Symphony, I can do that. So my favorite feature on Symphony also to do that is the blast, which allows me to send a message to multiple chats all within a folder. Let's recap how to do that. To the left of my Symphony, you can see my chats and my folders. Hopefully, if you've been using Symphony for a while now, you know at least where that is. If I click into my Renewables VIPs folder, you can see that I have a number of connections here that I can reach via Symphony, on WhatsApp, WeChat, SMS, and Community Connect, a new solution that allows you to add contacts to the Symphony network to build your relationships and drive efficiencies. So let's pause there. That's now 5 channels that I can use to reach customers, all through Symphony to reach my customers. I think that's really amazing. Now, if I click on the overflow menu that looks like 3 dots to the right of that folder name, I can hit Blast to Folder. This will then open a separate window, or I can type in my message or copy and paste it from somewhere else. I can format the message, check it's going to the right people, and hit Send. Once I've sent that blast, what I'll want to do next is make sure that I can easily access those chats again if somebody were to reply. So what I want to do next is create a workspace from this folder. And if you haven't yet started to use workspaces, as a reminder, workspaces allow you to group and organize chats into tabs, like an Internet Explorer, for example, that you can name and save for future easy access. And to create a workspace, we go back to those 3 dots and hit Save as Workspace. From here, you can see we have a new window, and on the left, all my chats have moved over. With our latest Symphony update, you can simply drag and drop all the ones that you want to have open at all times into this grid. And now with our new update, we can have more than 6 open. If I want to, I can also now grab that whole entire workspace and pop it out to a separate screen. Let's say I'm working in the home office or at the office itself, and I have multiple monitors. I can drag that whole workspace to a separate view. Or, as we said earlier, workspaces can be saved such that I could jump back into it if I was to get a response from any contact. Now, if we switch back to our outreach space, we can view a consolidated list of all those customers that have already reached back to me in one view, even if my team aren't a part of those original conversations that I'm in with customers through those previously mentioned channels like WhatsApp and WeChat. They can still remain up to date real time to those developments because they're part of this room, this feed. And in a second, we should see a response from a customer through WhatsApp. So Mark, let's go ahead and set up a one-to-one meeting with them. I think he's already done that, actually. Sorry, I'm a bit behind, perhaps. So thank you, Mark, for doing that. We want to set up a meeting with them. Thank you for doing it now. Thank you so much. And now that we've logged that meeting, well, we've asked for that meeting, now we can go into the client activity alerts room. Thank you, where we can see the flurry of other activity that's also been logged by our Salesforce bot, leveraging the Salesforce integration. All of that has been possible, by the way, because I've been able to previously add the Salesforce bot to the chat rooms with my customers already. And again, that therefore means that my team can keep up to date with all the developments when they're in the chat room. If you look at the room, right at the bottom, if you look closely, you can see that the last message we just received through WhatsApp has already been captured by the Salesforce bot and posted through to Salesforce. If we click on Expand, we can see all the detail behind that specific entry. And finally, this bot could even send the calendar invite to the client on my behalf. It's pretty cool. And then if you're anything like me and want to make sure that this is actually fed through correctly in the right way that you wanted to on Salesforce, you could actually go to the top and see the entry title. If you click into that, and that will take you through to Symphony itself. And one last thing that we didn't do, if we go just back to the chat room, I want to show you something really cool that Mario and his team have been working on, is this Salesforce button right on the client header. So what this does, it allows you to log activity on this account view, all within Symphony. So you can see some of the options here. So we can go ahead and log that meeting even. You can see here that I have predefined fields to fill out. Depending on your workflow, you may have different fields configured to you. And I want to have some key but really important information that I want to have to hand when I have this meeting, like the date, the contact I'm going to see, and any notes that I need to have to hand with me. So if we hit Create, that will now add that entry for me. Thank you, Mario. Over to you.
That is actually really cool. I mean, it's a real time saver. It's going to really improve efficiencies for our customers. As you can see, there's no need to duplicate messages, take content from a chat that you're having or a chat that you're having with your customer and then paste it back into your CRM system. So here it's all done automatically. So it should be a real time saver. And moreover, that you're sharing the content directly with your coverage team. So a lot of conversations that we have with our customers are in one-to-ones, but you need to get that information to your wider coverage team. So again, this allows you to allows a salesperson in this particular case to actually not do anything. The content is going directly into CRM system and being tracked. So with that, let's just recap what Liz and I were able to do in just a matter of minutes. So I saw curated market news and could talk live to my team with the click of the Cloud9 button, all within a Symphony chat. I was able to find and connect key contacts through StreetLinx, which is now available as a Symphony app. So all these are new since last Innovate.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the meantime, I was able to blast all my key contacts across all those different channels we've mentioned: WhatsApp, WeChat, SMS, Community Connect, and my favorite, Symphony, From there, I was able to log automatically and seamlessly all those activities onto Salesforce without even having to go into Salesforce, using my Salesforce integration, the Salesforce bot, which actually Mario's team have been working really hard on the last few months in order to build out some great developments and improvements. So thank you, Mario. And your special team, which unfortunately do have to wear hats, I hear. So finally, from me, I think this ability, to use Symphony to connect to customers through those before mentioned channels is something that when we first met Mario, I think was completely unimaginable. And now to know that it's live, we've been able to demo it to you without many issues, let's say. I think it's something pretty remarkable, and we're super excited that many of you are already using this. And if you've been living in a hole and don't know about this, then please come by the booth and speak to us. We'd love to show you more. Thank you.
I couldn't agree more, Liz. So, I've been here for 7 years at Symphony, so I'm actually part of the furniture, also known as Grandad. But other than that, the acceleration in capabilities we've seen in the last year has actually been outstanding. So, in particular, our advances in enabling our clients to compliantly communicate with their customers on their channel of choice, which is why it's so fitting that we have someone here who's actually experiencing the benefits of omnichannel workflows today. I'm very, very pleased to welcome on stage Stephane from Société Générale. Come on.
Thank you, Stephane. Hi. So, Stephane, thank you for joining us. Maybe let's... Go ahead. Sorry.
Very nice to be here, actually. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for joining us once again. So to kick things off, why did Société Générale roll out the Symphony for WeChat and WhatsApp solutions at Société Générale?
Well, I think for two main reasons. The first one was simply because our clients requested it. It's as simple as that. So we wanted to be connected with our clients. Obviously, it's very important. And so we were looking for a solution. And obviously, we wanted a solution that was one single channel. I mean, something that we had already in our systems, and Symphony was the perfect solution for us. And just to give you where it started in Asia, because in Asia, I don't know if you are aware, but WeChat and WhatsApp are very used in every industry to do business on a daily basis, and banking is also the case, and especially in Asia, in China with WeChat. And so basically, our clients were looking for it. Mainly large corporate clients, which are global. So it originated in Asia, but then obviously UK, Europe, and US were interested. And yeah, that's it. We are very, very keen to move forward with this solution. So this is the first reason. The second reason, I think, maybe more in the future, but I think because of the COVID crisis, the way we work today, we are very mobile. We are not always behind a desk. And so we have definitely to be always connected with our clients. And it's very good to have access to that kind of platform, whether it is WhatsApp or WeChat.
Fantastic. And how did you find rolling the product out?
Well, pretty easy. There were a couple of things to do on the infrastructure side. Nothing major. I think it was almost ready to go, plug and play. What took the most of our time is probably to have the agreement from compliance, legal, IT security, because obviously when you talk about WhatsApp, WeChat, it raises some questions. But what was great was the fact that it was into Symphony. And because Symphony was already in our systems, already green lights from compliance and so on, monitored, recorded and so on, then it was much easier to get the approvals. And then from the users, very easy. They had a license, and in the next couple hours, they were ready to go and talk to clients.
Perfect. That seems pretty straightforward. And then final question from us, Stephane. So what types of users are using the solutions right now, and what has been their feedback?
So we have been using it for a few months now. We started last year, end of last year. It's mainly people covering, so as I said, large corporate clients. We do have sales in Asia, in Singapore, Hong Kong, some people in London, in the US, so it's very everywhere in our main hubs. The feedback is great. We have started to reactivate some accounts because we were disconnected from them, so it's very good. And even we activated new accounts and new contacts because of this, so very, very good feedback. So yeah, if I can sum up, to be honest, in a nutshell, we have a tool that is very easy to use. In terms of security and regulation, it's perfect because it's embedded in Symphony. It's one single channel. Our clients are happy. Obviously, if they are happy, we are happy. So yeah, that's great.
Perfect. That's great to hear. Thank you, Stephane, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephane.